Hello, I'm back with the CABM Plus, and this time it's overdrive pedals. So the CABM Plus is the CABM with a new firmware update, so it's now including a preamp. So whereas in the old days with the CABM, you needed an extra preamp to go into the CABM, which would then give you the power amp simulations and the cabs, so the IR loader or the simulations from the cabs from 2Notes, and then of course reverb, so you have your recording solution in one box. Or you could indeed put an amp into this and record an amp through a virtual cab, which is very cool. Now you can put pedals into the CABM Plus and you don't need a separate preamp. That might have been a bit confusing. What I'm trying to say is that the 2Notes made the CABM better and called it the Plus. It's the same thing. You can update it for free. Anyway, I did a video where you can see all that, and there's tutorials and stuff, and that's on screen right now. I also did a video where I put some fuzz pedals through this, and that's on screen now. Today we've got overdrives, and in front of me I have the Messiah drive from Chevtone. That's a Plexi style drive, which is one of my new favorite overdrives. This is the Antares overdrive from TateFX, also from the UK, so these two are UK built, and it's somewhere between Tubescreamer SD1 territory. However, you've got a clean blend, so you can blend in the unprocessed signal, which is a wonderful addition. Up next is the Tubescreamer Classic TS10 for all you John Mayer fans, and I hope to disappoint you with this SG style guitar. And then we've got the classic Marshall Bluesbreaker pedal that I love. So I'm going to get a range of different effects, different overdrives I should say. I'm going to pop these on because I'm going to need to hear the direct out from the CABM. And all we're doing is testing what pedals sound like with the CABM. And off we go. So I've got it set with Bluetooth. I said the word Bluetooth then as if I'd never said the word Bluetooth in my life. So I've set it up with the 2Notes Torpedo app. What's it called? Yeah, anyway. I'm running through a Ken Suzy Snakeskin 4x12 with a dynamic 57 and a dynamic 421. And I'm also got some reverb in there. So that's all the reverb's coming from the CABM Plus. There's everything you see here is what you're hearing. Clear? All right. So here's the clean without any of the pedals. And because this has got a preamp in it, you can also get a nice little bit of drive from the preamp itself. Where is it? There, preamp. So I've got the gain at 44% at the moment. Treble is at 45, mids at 48, and bass at 58. Let's up the gain on the preamp to show you what that sounds like first. So that's a good overdrive. I mean, if you're running something you just want to take one pedal, you could run that straight into the PA or straight into your recording device, and that would give you some kind of rock. And that's based on a Fender Bassman, so you're really pushing those. Let's max it. Come on, 100%. So you could use that to just drive some light overdrive. However, we all know that we all love to add a little bit more pedals. So I had that about the high 40s, didn't I? Okay. So I've got the noise gate is on. So I've got the virtual cabinet mode and with the Ken Suzy 4x12. And let's get out of that. Okay. Let's try first the Messiah. So let's put everything roughly in the middle. And we're going to go in low mode. This has got 2 modes, low and high. And off we go. Give you a little taster of the Antares. So I've got the clean blend up. That's all clean. Let's try the TS10. There's some similarities there. Oh, no there isn't. Let's take the gain down on that. One of those notes. Choose one of them and just choose one, okay? All of them, no. Bluesbreaker. Now this is a bit of a dirty pedal because it's old and... There we go. So expect some... It needs cleaning. Every time I clean it, it defaults back to being dirty again. So, just to remind you, so, did you forget that you're listening to a virtual cab? Did you forget that you're listening to a digital preamp and a digital power amp simulation? I did. I'm in that room, so that reverb's really, really believable. So of course there's that not unbelievable side, but there's definitely a decay there. I might actually increase that decay because it sounds a little bit like it chops off, and we don't want that. We want more decay. Whoops. Size, echo, color. Let's put a bit more echo on there. A bit too much now. Yeah, that's more like it would be gated on like a mix. So don't expect this to sound like there's an amp in the room. Because it gets close, I guess, but what it really sounds like is what it really sounds like is it's as if you have recorded this. So yes, it does sound a bit like a room, but it's more like you're sitting in a control room of a studio and the amp is in another room and you're hearing that through headphones. Hopefully you're wearing headphones, by the way. If you're not, then go get some headphones and then rewind back to the beginning of the video and watch all over again, because it's a whole different world. And also, if you're watching, on the toilet or something, then you can be literally in your own little world. Ambience? This This ambience reminds me so much of Champagne Supernova by Oasis. Slowly walking down the hall, faster than... Okay, but that's what the ambience reminds me of. I'd like to know if Two Notes have actually done that on purpose, or they're just messing with me. So preset. Let's go for a spring one. So now we've got a spring preset, which... Well, there is a bit of springy, fluttery stuff there. Get out of that. So now, let's just play some riffs. I've got a looper down here, so I'm going to loop in some rocky kind of stuff and see what it sounds like. Hold on. That sounds the same. Have I just discovered the TS10 mode of the Antares Overdrive? Quick shout out to Guillaume. I know you're watching this because there's a TS10 in the video. Go get an Antares and set it like that. That's how you do. The fro is pushing the phones off. Yeah, that's the same. At that level, you know, you can get some low gain TS10 out of that. All right, on with the show. Okay, firstly, it sounds gorgeous without any of the pedals on, and then add some 1, 2, 3, probably not 4, but these pedals are good. All right, let's play some more riffs. Riffage. Now let's do some bluesy kind of stuff. I'm very convinced that the Antares is very, very close to the TS10 right now. Okay, and then... See, I haven't even set this. That's just all set in the middle. I love this pedal so much because it just sounds good. Although I don't know where the buttons are. Ah, now it's all... Okay, gorgeousness. Looping time. Okay, here we go. Let's do a little bit of... From a guitar player's perspective, which I guess we're mostly looking at, but from a player's perspective is what I was trying to say, that is very enjoyable. I'm in my own little world and enjoying some C minor-y bluesy stuff, and at no point did I think I'm not enjoying that because it doesn't sound good. So we can argue about tubes, we can argue, oh goodness, don't, Andy, argue about tone wood, we can argue about strings, we can argue about guitar playing ability, but ultimately, surely it matters most when the player is feeling what they're feeling and enjoying that, or at least in a moment, and then the listener can experience that emotion, which I would argue is the reason we have music. Not to judge anything that's the what am I talking about? The ingredients of those parts. It's really the emotion of someone making something and changing how the listener feels. What a strange thing to say in a CABM Plus Overdrive video. But what I'm trying to get across is that this little CABM Plus does a really, really good job. I feel like I'm playing a real amp. I feel like I'm playing something that feels good. It's responsive. I can tell that there's not tubes in there, to backtrack on what I've just said. So dynamically, it's not exactly there. So there's some compression happening there. And again, that might be my settings. There's some compression happening there that wouldn't happen, say, on my Honey Boy amp. And then I've got a Bassman clone somewhere. I should really play that against this CABM at some point. It's It's a some kind of Moore or something like that clone amp 5-watt thing. I'll do that in another video. But what I'm really trying to say is that I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed listening to this collection of pedals that's so big that I can't fit them on the screen. And mostly I'm surprised by not being surprised. You know, it felt good. I am surprised about these two, however. I'm going to take a photo of that right now and post this on Instagram or some sort of, you know, what's it called? Something where people click buttons and stuff. There we go. So I'll post that on Instagram in case anyone's wondering what the settings are. It's Andy Guitar Geek on Instagram, and this is the Guitar Geek YouTube channel. And I need more subscribers. I want more. I want the family to grow. I want you to tell me that you made it to the end of this video by leaving whatever comment you want, but include the phrase, learn some new blues licks, Andy. Right. All right. Thank you so much for watching. There's plenty more on the channel. There's floating videos all around the screen. I will see you very soon. Cheers. Bye.